Imagine spending 22 years watching other teams lift trophies, watching Manchester City win it again and again, watching Liverpool celebrate, watching Chelsea, and every single time finishing second or third, or just, close enough to victory. That has been Arsenal's reality since 2004 under the Arsène Wenger era. 22 years of heartbreak dressed up as progress. And then, on a Tuesday night in May 2026, Manchester City only draw at Bournemouth. Arsenal, who weren't even playing, became Premier League champions. Just like that, the wait was over. After many criticized from football legends, Arsenal become the champions of Premier League. But here is what I think people are missing about this title. It wasn't just that Arsenal won it, it's how they won it. They won 25 of their 37 league games, drew 7, lost just 5, and kept 19 clean sheets across the season. They conceded just 26 goals, the fewest in the entire league. People called them boring team, corner FC and all. Many said they were lucky, that the Premier League was weak this year. But 82 points is 82 points. And when you've been waiting 22 years, you don't care how it looks. You care that it happened. And Mikel Arteta, honestly, this man deserves so much more credit than he gets. He became the youngest Arsenal coach to win the league championship, narrowly ahead of George Graham. Only Jose Mourinho has claimed the Premier League title at a younger age. This is a manager who took over a broken club, rebuilt it from the bottom up, lost 3 title races in a row, 2 of them to Manchester City by the finest of margins, and never flinched. Never blamed the players, never made excuses, just kept building. And this season, it finally clicked. The energy of this team looks unbelievable when you really look at it. David Raya in goal, the goalkeeper who has prevented more goals than any other keeper in the Champions League since the start of last season, and won the Premier League Golden Glove of after keeping the most clean sheet for the Gunners. William Saliba, who is quietly becoming one of the best center backs in the world. Next to him, Gabriel Magalhaes, a giant who plays like he takes every goal conceded personally. And then, Declan Rice. I know people talk about Rice a lot, but watch him for 90 minutes without looking at the ball. Just watch where he is, what he covers, what he stops before it even becomes dangerous. In the Champions League semi-final first leg alone, Rice led all players for line-breaking passes and progressive carries with 12 of each. That is not a defensive midfielder. That is a complete footballer. And up front, Victor Gyökeres. When Arsenal signed him last summer, a lot of people raised an eyebrow. He was brilliant at Sporting, yes, but the Premier League, different. Well, he answered that question pretty quickly. He ended the season with 41 victories in all competitions, equaling the most wins in a single season by any Arsenal team since 1970-71. Bukayo Saka has been magnificent all season. He has been involved in 14 Champions League goals in as many appearances at the Emirates, 9 goals and 5 assists. When it matters most, Saka turns up. Every single time. Now, let's talk about the Champions League, because this is where the conversation gets really interesting. Arsenal didn't just scrape through Europe this season, they dominated it. They are the only unbeaten side remaining in the competition going into the final. They have conceded just 6 goals across 14 Champions League matches and kept a competitive high 9 clean sheets. 6 goals in 14 games in the Champions League, against Atletico Madrid, against elite European opposition, and people are still questioning whether they can win it. The path they've taken to get to this final tells the whole story. Beating ATL Madrid on 2-1 aggregate, winning 1-0 at the Emirates Stadium. Let that sit for a moment. Arsenal went to the Bernabeu, the most intimidating stadium in European football, and won. Arsenal did not get lucky in Europe. They earned every single step. Now comes the final. Budapest, May 30th, Arsenal versus PSG. And look, I'm going to be honest with you, this is the hardest game Arsenal have ever faced. PSG are the defending champions, having one of the best trio, bidding to become only the second club in the Champions League era to successfully defend their title after Real Madrid's 3 in a row between 2016 and 2018. They are not coming to Budapest to make up the numbers. And here's the thing about PSG that makes this genuinely scary. They beat Arsenal last season in the semi-finals, 3-1 on aggregate. That memory exists. Arsenal has become the most hated club in England due to their perceived boring style, meaning they will head into the final without the whole country behind them, so they go alone, just like they always have under Arteta. Now, the critics are loud. They always are with Arsenal. They say the style is too cautious, too reactive, too reliant on set pieces and defensive structure. And you know what? There's some truth in that.
Watching Arsenal is watching Netflix, You always wait for the next season.
But what's the evidence, again, from the Arteta or this group of players that they've got that mentality to challenge? We talk about challenging for a title, but to me, In my mentality, it's about winning titles, not challenging.
But here's what I keep coming back to when people tell me Arsenal can't win this final. This same Arsenal team went to the Bernabeu last season and won. This same goalkeeper has kept 9 clean sheets in this competition alone. This same Declan Rice, who got a 9 out of 10 rating against Atletico, has been the best midfielder in Europe this season by almost any measure you choose. And Saka scores in the moments when the whole weight of the occasion would crush most players. So when people say Arsenal don't have the mentality to win this, I genuinely don't know what they've been watching. Former Arsenal great and pundit Alan Smith put it perfectly. It almost feels like the Champions League final is a free hit now, and maybe that's the mindset that unlocks everything. They've won the league. The 22 years wait is over. The pressure that has followed this squad for 3 agonizing runner-up finishes has finally been released. They go to Budapest as champions of England, with nothing to lose and everything to gain, and a chance to do something this club has never done in years of history. I don't know if Arsenal will win the Champions League final. Nobody does. PSG are incredible. The margin between these two teams will probably be tiny. It might come down to one moment, one save from Raya, one tackle from Rice, one run from Saka. But what I do know is this. 3 years ago, Arsenal couldn't win a match that mattered. 2 years ago, they lost the title by 2 points. Last year, they were knocked out by PSG in the semifinals. And this year they are Premier League champions and days away from a Champions League final. That is not a lucky team. That is not a boring team. That is a team that never stopped believing. And on 30th in Budapest, we find out just how far that belief can carry them. People called them boring. People said they were lucky. People said the Premier League was weak this year. But 82 points is 82 points. And when you've been waiting 22 years, you don't care how it looks. You care that it happened.